So as I said, the Jets have absolutely no shot to win. Well, they took that no shot and they shot it into a cannon and just completely exceeded my expectations. There was absolutely no shot this team was ever going to win today. What up, everybody? This is the Jetman of Joyceville coming at you live with another video of my post-game reaction to the Jets Eagles. As you can see, I'm wearing my camo salute to service attire. I went to an Eagles bar to watch the game, so that's why I am currently camouflaged, because all teams have this color, so it's not as bright to the opposing fan base. About this game, again, nothing offensively. Luke Falk, you know what people say? People said to me at the bar, like, he gets plenty of time and he just doesn't get the ball off in time, or he gets zero time to let go of the ball. No one's blaming him at all. It's literally either the wide receivers can't catch or get open, or it's the offensive line doesn't give him enough time. No, Luke Falk is a terrible quarterback. Luke Falk is actually probably I would put him among the worst starting quarterbacks this week. I think he might be the worst. I think Colt McCoy is much better than him, and I think certainly Gardner Minshew's better than him. I mean, is there any quarterback starting this week that's worse than him? I mean, Josh Rosen on the Dolphins is sitting, and even them, they put up a fight against the Cowboys last weekend. So the only hope that Jets fans have is to pray that Sam Darnold comes back and they don't go 0-5. They're probably going 0-5 because, I hear the spleen can take like 3 weeks to heal. So that's not happening. Is there any bright spot for the team? No. There's absolutely no bright spot whatsoever. There's nothing to speak of. There's offense, even the defense. I mean, the defense is played better, but the defense just gives up chunk yardage after chunk yardage every single other down. It's like Jamal Adams. He thinks that he thinks that he's such this great safety talent, but then he leaves a guy up the middle underneath, wide open, and then he hits a hard tackle, and he's flexing his muscles. He's like, yeah, I made a good play, but I left him wide open. I mean, it's the safety's job when the cornerbacks blow their coverage is to get the receivers underneath, and he doesn't do that very well. He just makes hard tackles. That's pretty much all he does. So, yeah, I mean, there's no bright spots. There's none to speak of. It's not going to be a good season. It's not going to be a good season. And for all the hope and all the upswing the Jets were expected to have, it's all gone to trash in just, what? Well, not really, realistically, 10 days for the season to be over. But, I mean, what can you say? Like, if you're Adam Gase and you got hired to do this job, like, how can you call yourself like an offensive genius when your game plan is first down, hand off to Bell? Offensive line doesn't give any holes for Bell, so it's usually a no gain or loss of 2 yards. Second down, bubble screen to Bell. That'll be maybe a 2-3 yard gain. And then third down is usually some sort of either trick play that goes for negative yardage, or some stupid the underneath pass that goes for 5 yards. So what offense can you speak of? And also all these freaking penalties. I thought Todd Bowles was bad with these penalties, but freaking Adam Gase, it's like every other play there's like an offsides or a delay of game or a false start. That's on the coach, man. Like, come on, like, you're NFL players and you don't know the play clock, you don't know the snap count, you don't know anything. It's really not that hard. Come on, guys. Like, high school football teams know better snap counts than this. Like, the Jets are by far the worst team in the NFL right now. Like I was gonna think the Redskins might be worse, or the Dolphins, but at least those teams can put up offense. Like the Jets, they're just there. They're like the Rutgers of the NFL. Like every other play is a touchdown for the other team. Like, I mean, I digress, but wow, like you went from having hopes to be a playoff team to literally the dumpster of the NFL in less than 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks. Actually, it was 4 weeks. So yeah, that's what your accomplishment is, Adam Gase. I believe he lost the last 7 games going back to Miami, um, and they haven't been close. The only game that was close was the game against Buffalo, which is literally the only game that they could have won all season. Which is why I think that when Sam Darnold comes back, they're at least going to be competitive. I mean, they have no shot to beat the Cowboys next weekend. By the way, I mean, Cowboys look bad today, but even with Darnold back, this offense is not going to be good. I mean, oh Jesus. So again, this goes back to Gase. The only way to fix this is to fire him. I would put Greg Williams as the head as the interim head coach. I mean that would be the move for me. Just put Greg Williams as the interim head coach, and then just maybe beg Mike McCarthy for a $10 million contract. I mean, Mike McCarthy wanted to come here. Mike McCarthy's a Super Bowl champion, and what has Adam Gase done? He literally torn two franchises into the ground. He bought a cup of coffee with Peyton Manning, so that's why everybody trusts him so much. So just ignore this Jet season. This Jet season's over. It's gonna be 0-5 next week. It's gonna be 0-6 the week after. It's gonna be me going to the stadium being pissed off because there's probably gonna be 70% to 30% Cowboys fans there. There's probably gonna be 90% to 10% Patriots fans there on Monday night. And it's going to be miserable. It's going to be what every Jet season is. So I thank you all for bearing with me through my suffering and emotion. Um, all 30 or so people that will view this video. And shout out to Diggs, who probably views me like 500 times a week. I don't know. Do they count duplicate views as part of the view count? But yeah, this is horrible, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the pain, and I'm feeling like wearing a paper bag next week. Like and subscribe if I should wear a paper bag next week. Once again, this is the Jetman of Joyceville, signing off.